Hi, welcome for our online training sessions. For legal entity HCM information is one of the tasks which we use generally for assigning the legal entity to the LDC, right? Legislative data. This is one of the FSM setup, functional setup manager in finance HCM as well as in supply chain aspect. So most of the times earlier it was in classic UI, but now it is Redwood page. Oracle introduced Redwood pages in setups also, right? In setup and maintenance. So here we have to search like this. We need to search US legal entity, and then we have to go for associate. So for example, if we say this is our legal entity, it's a legal employer as well as PSU. So we have to choose this. But when we click on this, sometimes we are getting the error message. Sometimes, but not all the time. If you get the page, it's not a problem. You can start working on that. You can associate your PSU to the legislative data group. But the problem is like this, it will get stuck up. Okay. So a lot of PSU details and other. So you may be getting some confusion here. So what you can do is you can go for disable this Redwood page and make it as classic UI. Here, I'll show you in both the ways. First, I'll show you here. For example, this US1 legal entity is updated, is associated with US legislative data group. So I want to change this LDZ. Then what we can do is we can go with correction. The moment when we click on the correction, we can see this page here. Legal employer details, workday information, legal employer assignment, and other details. This is legal employer information. This is complete legal employer details here. Here is federal and position synchronization. Many people get confused here. Okay, legal employer details I'm able to see. Where is the position synchronization option? This all. And also here, see, in the beginning of the page itself, payroll statutory unit details, add or update information for payroll statutory information also, PSU. Okay, this also we have to enable. Then it will add another option here, PSU, payroll statutory unit. If you don't include this, then we don't find. We see only legal employer details, means legal entity setups will be populated. Means like legal employer, worker number, setup, people group, key flexible, and other details. Even that one also will be able to find here by selecting legal employer details. This is about federal information. This is about position synchronization information. Okay. So let's come back to here. Let me cancel it. It looks like a little bit clumsy. Here it is, no? And go for correction and go for PSU. Then go to PSU tab here. Here we can go for associate with our legislative data group. Payroll statutory unit details here. Yes. Which LDC you would like to go for associate? We have to choose legislative data group, whatever we want to go for association, US LDC or whatever it is. Okay. And this is pay advance details. This is for pay advance details related for the payroll module, individual compensation, and maximum request per year. How many times you can go for configure this net pay and all. Here it is. So this is a Redwood page. If you feel that this is not working or it's not flexible, so you can move into the uh, Redwood 2. Here it is classic. Oracle Vision Cloud HCM, legal entity HCM, Redwood enable. Search for the task Redwood enable, then you will be able to find uh, Redwood experience for legal entity HCM information. We are able to see the steps to enable. Here is our profile. So let's go to setup and maintenance. Go to global search. Select administrator profile values. This is no. Can also set this profile value as no. Now let's open the task here. Legal entity HCM information. Now we'll be able to see this page. Classic way. This is our legal entity and legal employer. This three tabs only just now we have seen in the Redwood page, right? Legal employer details, federal position synchronization, then PSU, payroll statutory unit here. Pay advance details we have seen. This is pay advance details here. And then payroll statutory unit associated with LDC. And we have seen these two buttons, correction and update. That's how we can go for enable or disable. So any page we can go for enable or disable this Redwood pages. The only thing is we have to go back to our Google. Instead of going to Oracle documentation and go through entire PDF, it's better to search in Google, exact your page name and Redwood and enable or disable. Then we'll be able to see the steps here. And then we can see that steps to enable and go ahead for the implementation. If Redwood page is working, then fine, go ahead. Using the Redwood page is always recommended by Oracle. Yeah, thank you.